Today is the fourth day of May in the Bahamas. Just came out of total lockdown over the weekend, hoping for some sense of normalcy. But the world that we know it, the things that we used to do is gone forever. It will never come back. That's why sometimes I'm in awe on what has happened to Abaco. The Abaco that I knew will never happen. The waterfront that I endure and I enjoyed, some of the docks will never come back. Even the people in Front Street Marshaba that I knew, most of them are in the trailer. Families on Front Street Marshaba. To understand, homes that were there, you imagine you were born in a town, lived there over 50 years, and after 9 months, you stop trying to get your bearing because it automatically comes as you drive, but the bearing and the houses and the landmark and the structure is gone forever. Many of those buildings will be an eyesore for the rest of my life. Will never be rebuilt, will never be broken down. And I got a friend down there, we call him the governor. He always say, not say bragging. And I always say, not saying bragging. But if there's ever a prize like the Nobel Peace Prize on somebody that has been spoken and has been the spokesman for Abaco over the 20 years or more, it's been Kai Mills. And the hardest thing is after the hurricane. The first thing they did after the hurricane, September 2nd, was to gut out my house because I know after all that water, what smell will happen if you don't clean it away. So either you clean it now or you clean it with the smell, the mold, and the mildew. And I stood in the yard, Front Street, to understand. And the people that I saw was stealing, looting. Christian people, a big thing in the church. And I had to stop them. I said, where are you getting this? I said, this is your third truck of lumber. 50 sheets at a time. That's 150 sheets of plywood that you're stolen. I say, you still save? Why? I say, did God take a break? Your salvation took a break after the hurricane? I say, buddy, the first thing you ought to have done, get on your tippy toes, stretch both hands up to heaven and say, thank you, Jehovah, for allowing me to be alive. But the first thing, this is the second day after hundreds have died. You guys are going to Marshaba, stealing. I say survival is one thing, but y'all are absolutely thieves, saved thieves. God didn't take a break, after the hurricane. The hurricane didn't give you a reason, an excuse to drop your integrity. If you had integrity, that should still be intact. The hurricane only blew for 1 day. All that Bible preaching y'all were doing, you turned into a thief immediately after the hurricane. And it's still bothersome to me, even right up to now. The defense force and the police force broken into people's house if they know you're not there. People in Abaco don't expect for the police force to go into somebody's homes and rob them. We have videos where the police going into the house, the girl yelling, why y'all in my mommy house? Why in my mommy house? And he telling his partner, let's go. He didn't stop. His action shows that he was doing something wrong. He didn't stop and explain to the young lady why he was in her mother's house without permission. He sped off. We get countless complaints. Even recently, as a couple of weeks ago, They say they're doing an investigation. The fence force were caught with the generators. I still say the generators are in the trailer. Nobody going in the trailer to check to see if the generators are there. They may not be there now, because if they've been there, like I predict, over a month, the defense force see there's no movement with them or on them. So they're going to take them. So they're probably gone. So I said all this to say this. During the hurricane, there was a lot of people crying and yelling and praying. I look at them, I say, look here, y'all hush him out. In order for that prayer to wake, you have to have a relationship with Jesus Christ. And once you have that relationship with Jesus Christ, he will show you and lead you onto all truth. And you would know what's going on in this hurricane. You hollering and crying ain't gonna stop the wind, because God is in charge of the storm, like everything. But if you had that relationship with Jehovah, you would be at ease. Look at me right here. Let it blow, let it blow, let it blow. When it's finished blowing, whatever it's to be has already been written. Your prayer ain't changing nothing. Those miracle days are over. I'll tell you when it's over. So quit your crying, quit your hollering in this church. God is in charge. And find that relationship. It reminds me, going up to the election, the last election, when everybody decided to go red. They had a reason to go red, because Renato was just that bad. But you had another church there named Kai Mills. Boy, they laugh. Oh, you wasting your vote with Kai Mills. What could Kai do? What have Kai done? I put that negative energy into positive. And I'm talking about that relationship, the church family. If they had that relationship, God would have showed them right from wrong. I asked one pastor, I say, I'm looking for your support. And my support is to support Abaco, like I've always done. I said, do you pray to God for everything you do? So I don't need to pray to God. God can tell you. I can vote for them. That ain't God's business what I can do. But I can tell you now, I don't have to pray to God, because God know I'm going to vote for them. I say, you're the biggest fool going. Go along. The same one gonna call me several times. I say, you need to pray to God. How can Abaco, you be proud to go to the polls, to stand on the line for 3 hours for Darren Henfield, when y'all have don't know, haven't seen Darren in 35 years. Darren is my cousin. We live a stone throw from each other in high school. I can tell you everything about him. Never had any interest at all in Abaco. 35 years, Darren has never been the president of the Student Body Council. I was that. Darren has never been the 3-time president of the Basketball Association. Kai Mills was the president. Darren has never been a president of the Abaco Softball Association. Kai Mills was the president. Darren Henfield has never been the chief counsel of Central Abaco. Kai Mills was the chief counsel of Central Abaco. Darren Henfield has not been the chairman of Dunderstown local government. Kai Mills has been the chairman. And all that I've done, if I were to die today, then they'll try to give me my flowers, but y'all keep it. Everything I've done was try to benefit the people of North Abaco and Abaco in general. Every association, every position I've held, I've made Abaco better. And this little position of member of parliament, that is a huge responsibility, and it comes with people power. And you have to love people, and you got to have a passion. And you see, I still have a little bit of passion. Once I leave and I lost that passion, forget it. You're on your own. But I still have passion, because I have vision, purpose-driven. Two little things I've saw than in Turks and Caicos, of all places, Providencia Island, that could make it and make some business for some people. A conch farm. I never saw hatchling and conch. I saw that in Turks and Caicos, Providencia Island. That is an industry that is needed. Then we had somebody in Abaco, most people don't even know about that. This guy had a lobster farm. He was producing lobster inland in a hatchery. Hurricane came and destroyed that. So these are two things I could get up and running right away as the member of parliament. It's all about the negative stuff, but if all I see is negative, that's what I'm talking on. But there's a lot of positive ideas. There's a lot of stuff that God has instilled in me. I had a vision of the beach in Dundastan. And if God gave you the vision is for you, you know. And my member, my chairman, wanted to do the beach in Dundastan. I said, God didn't give you the vision, he gave it to Kai. And because I wouldn't give him God's vision for me for Dundastan, we haven't spoke one day. That's the only reason we haven't spoke, because him and the chief counselor wanted to do God's will through me. God give me the vision. That's something, eh? Whenever God give you the vision, it is for you. So Kai video is all about education and a way forward. We are in trouble in Abaco for a long time. You need somebody with vision, integrity, and purpose driven. At this time, Kai Mills is second to none. I am that man. Kai Case. Don't be shy. Y'all ought to have voted for Kai. You're live with Kai on WCAY.